Is it anyone out there that find themselves irritated with others or other characteristics from other human beings around you? The way of life that you choose that may irritate others around you, or that other people feel as though it's weird. How much energy do we waste looking at other people's lives and trying to emulate their lives for whatever reason? Well, I'd like to talk with you today about the types of lives we could start to live in the not so distant future. And it's two movies that depicted my notion of what quite possibly may be. Welcome to the Foundation for Elevation station. I am a movie person. If there's some knowledge in the movie, perspective that is put in there that may be ancient, that may be for the future, it all plays a part in becoming a part of my estimated view of life. It's just like reading books. I don't take anything as the absolute truth. I read the book, make it part of me, and let it become part of the perspective that's combined with my life experiences, that is combined with several other reference points. I never just take it and say, this right here in this book is the truth, and it ain't nothing else. Like, I don't, and I will never teach your children anything like that either. Well, I was thinking about the Divergent series movies. I know many of you in the white, the Caucasian communities are aware of this movie, and they're like cult favorites, and they were very, very interesting to me. They're delightful to watch and to imagine. And it's another movie series that fits that type of criteria called The Hunger Games. And I'm talking about that reckless type of, or strive for survival on that level. Maybe future holds many unwritten tales. But in the Divergent series, it was factions. They would have everyone that was in the land be assessed when they put them in some type of test that would test their abilities, test your spirit, test your character, so that you can be ushered into these one of 5 areas in life to live. It was like a farming, you part of defense, or you go, you an educated scientist, it was different factions, and within these factions it was several more jobs or duties of land that you may do. Like, you may be a farmer, but another part of it was you will prepare food and cook it. You kind of get the gist. So in Divergent, I'm looking right here, it has the 5. So it was the Dauntless, the Amity, if that's pronounced right, the Erudite, the Obligation. I guess it doesn't matter, because this is what they basically mean. The Dauntless, they were the brave. They was the ones that would, look out for the community, be the police officers, go and scout out new land. They would be the brave ones. Then you had the kind ones. I imagine it, just from my recollection, the gardeners, the health workers, that would come out of that field. And then you have the intelligent. I guess they was to make the laws and rules and stuff, the political fields. Them guys. And then the selfless. The selfless would be, I guess, services, EMS, people that, selfless, love, acts, care for animals, care for the youth. They probably would use this faction to raise the children to a certain point and then teach them all they can, and then they get released and able to go to certain factions. So that's what I imagine from that. And then you have the honest. The honest. Religious services? They don't really. Anyway, the honest. Who the honest people in our communities? I don't know how to make the correlation. Straight up. See how much, it's so much fun intellectualizing. I know so many people in our society have fun as though they are 40-year-old teenagers. Yeah, woo! I see that right there. It's like, okay. I'm not saying it's nothing, it's something wrong with that. But that's not what fills my spirit. What fills my spirit is gaining perspective, giving perspective. If we exercise and really get a hardcore workout in to where it tap into, advancement, it taps into releasing endorphins and dopamine, and we able to do this. That's fulfillment to me. So what area would you be? What area of these five, the brave, does that fit you? Because I've asked myself this question, and I realized that I am divergent. Because I guess I fit all those categories. Kind, I'm brave, I'm intelligent. I'm not just all of these. I am high on the scale in all of these. Selfless, honest. It's no mystery why I am who I am, for my community. As I look through that, I didn't even mean to take it that direction, but anywho, which faction would you place yourself? Cause why I asked is what my original thoughts was making this topic today, was the fact that we integrate so much into our culture at this point. This is why so many friendships break down. This is why so many relationships break down. There's very little common ground. We are constantly bombarded with so many things in life, so many things to purchase, so many things to, pull our attention to, that we are we are on a never-ending addictive cycle to an assortment of things every day. We rarely have time to focus, to do all that chi stuff and heal and get with yourself. We got all those words. How could we? Is it possible? Is the right question. Is it possible to love yourself and you don't actively exercise or eat in at least in a moderate type of level, for me, I just would disagree, because this is the fuel and the maintenance and for the body. It's like, of course it's gonna break down if you put bad fuel and you ain't changing the liquids properly in your vehicle and you're not maintaining it. Of course you're gonna have a shorter lifespan. Of course the condition of your vehicle and your life is gonna be short. So if you exactly examine a vehicle and your human existence, your temple, it's the same concept. And I know it may feel great if you're 20. Even if you feel pretty good if you're 30. But think about all the necessary narcotics you put in yourself to alleviate the pain, all the food, all the smoking of weed, the different, cigarettes. See, all of these things numb your senses, and you're not able. You that knee pain don't even feel the same right now because it's you relax, it's cool. You got all these narcotics in you, and I mean food especially. But you're breaking down, and you don't even realize it. We have these huge abdominal areas with all these. Y'all wouldn't imagine. Ask your doctors what's really in there. Google it to tell you. We have so many tapeworms and parasites just in all that girth because we are eating a certain way. And all these tapeworms, and I don't know where this is going, but maybe this is a part of one of the factions. What is it? Selfless, intelligent, kind. See how the brave. See, I guess I'm all this because I'm brave enough to tell you these types of things and talk to you about it. Selfless enough to say, hey, I feel you. I feel what you're going through, and I don't want your children to go through it also, and you can't heal. I'm selfless enough to think of you at the same time as thinking of me. I'm honest enough to tell you in simplified form what's going on with our acquisition of all this gut, muffin top, spare tire, like all this stuff that's like chewed bubble gum, like with all these little, like for real, like you see centipedes and worms and tapeworms, all that's in us with different forms, and they latch onto our nerve endings, and they send cravings down up our nerve endings to our brain. Google it, this is real. This is some things that's in the Bible where they was talking this and that, the snakes and serpents. This is what they was talking about. Like they straight was. These things are latched on to us and they invoke certain cravings. This is why we keep eating these things. We don't understand it. We just like, man, I'm living, man. Forget all that stuff. It's too intricate. We gotta eat in a certain manner to restore our gut health. Our gut health is our second brain. This went off into some other direction. I guess it's the way we want to live. Which area of life you want to live in. I know which area I live in, and it's all of them. Because I'm of service. I'm able. I have simplified information to help to assist you and your family into an abundant life, more than we living now. This life is more than fun. We leaving too many years on the table of life. Most of us. Too many years. Why is we leaving 40, 50, 60 years on the table? Now I look at it, it's 70. I know people's died before they 50. One of the closest friends in this existence, his funeral was yesterday of mine. He wasn't even 50. I don't know his cause of death, but I'm saying there's too many people in my communities that I see that's dying, like at 50, and leaving so many years on the table. That's 70 years. We are able-bodied people without any deficiencies are born, has the ability to live 110 to 120 years if you make decent decisions throughout the course of your life. I want to live as long as possible and be able-bodied as long as possible. I do not want your grandchildren changing my pamper. I don't. I want to be 90, still able to do what I do. They get on over there while I do these squats and squat thrust and bending reaches. Yeah, I want to be 90 doing that. Like, I ain't not slow, not all, and I ain't talking about our elders. But I have a vision for our elders to be able-bodied at 80, 90 years old and not walking real slow. And I'm talking about able, something like us moving around. I want more for our existence. I think it's time we take a step up. And all the people that just want to enjoy and do what they do, back up, like stand down. I love you. This is Foundation for Elevation Station.